This year, a number of animals, including a stray dog, some ducks that were in danger of extinction, and a bunny that was all by itself needed rescuing, whether from people or from other animals. We are fortunate that there were a large number of people who were able to deliver, including adopters, people who rescued animals, and other heroes. We want to thank everyone in the animal welfare industry for all of their hard work caring for our pets throughout yet another epidemic year. Not only do we applaud everyone who was involved in these 12 animal rescues, but we also want to thank everyone who was involved in the animal welfare industry. You guys are the absolute finest. Before we move further, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon. Let's start. Number 12. Jogger rescues pets from burning home. When Paul Murphy was out for a run in a town in California, he came across a house that was smoking. He was able to contact the absent homeowner through the Ring doorbell camera, and the homeowner provided him with the access code to enter inside. It was only minutes before the house would have burned down that he was able to salvage the family's collection of pets. Number 11. If there's a dog around, what's it doing out here? In the month of October, a group of close friends went boating off the coast of Florida. You are aware that it is in the ocean. And what did they unearth exactly? Without a life jacket, the dog is having a hard time swimming. Thankfully, the boaters were able to rescue the puppy, and his family was able to get back together with him after some time had passed. Number 10. The Battle of Beauty and the Beast. Outside of their home in Florida, Beauty the black lab put herself in danger by placing herself between her cherished duck buddies and an aggressive alligator. She was hurt, including a break in her leg, but she managed to save some of her pals and is currently healing from her injuries. Good girl. Number 9. Marshall, Bubbles, and Brandy are in this sentence. Due to the generous contribution made by Pamela Anderson, approximately 30 cats and nearly 50 dogs with special requirements were rescued from overcrowded shelters in the Gulf region in the aftermath of the BP oil spill. Among these rescues were Bubbles, Brandy, and Marshall. Due to anxiety and flea allergies, Brandy, who had just recently given birth to a litter of kittens, had almost no hair left on her head. Marshall was missing a significant portion of one of his rear legs as well as the back half of his tail. Bubbles' anxiety caused her to jump at the slightest sound. Because she now has a healthy diet, a stress-free environment, and is constantly showered with affection throughout the day, Brandy is almost unrecognizable today. Her gorgeous tortoiseshell fur has grown back thick and silky thanks to these factors. The baby of the group, Bubbles, is a blur of activity at all times. She is constantly chasing catnip toys, scaling the backs of chairs, and making acrobatic leaps to catch paper balls. The mystery of Marshall's missing leg and tail was solved by X-rays when it was discovered that he still has buckshot lodged in his spine. This is telling evidence of the cruel people Marshall came into contact with during his difficult life on the streets. The 3 cats are now well-liked inhabitants at the Sam Simons Center, which serves as the headquarters for PETA and is located in Norfolk, Virginia. Number 8. Roger. That Roger, a collie mix, went missing while his owner was in Boise, Idaho. His owner had traveled there. His family gave chase, but he ended up becoming separated from them and remained so for a period of 2 months. We are thankful that the ladies and the Trap Rescue Group continued to work on the case, and that a vigilant neighbor played a role in helping to bring him back to his owner. Number 7. Mothers, the greatest achievers in the world. When the blaze broke out in the barn in which this mother cat and her young were residing in Canada, the structure was consumed by flames. She sustained severe burns and smoke inhalation as a result of her persistent attempts to save her kittens from the blaze. She was only able to preserve one of her babies, which is quite unfortunate. Number 6. A cockapoo that has been living in a Colorado forest for a whole month. When her family was hiking in the middle region of Colorado, Bella the cockapoo became separated from them. As the days wore on, most people gave up hope, but a man named Rosario Ochoa had noticed the signs for the missing dog and subsequently located the young puppy who was white and small. He was eventually successful in luring Bella into his care, and the family was reunited. Number 5. A dog who has lost her kittens adopts some orphan puppies. In the earlier part of this year, the mother dog, Pepper, experienced the devastating loss of her own litter of puppies. Unfortunately, a nearby litter of puppies had to grow up without their mother because she passed away not long after giving birth to them. The sorrowful tales were eventually pieced together, and Pepper soon took over as the new mother of the tiny puppies, providing them with the mother they so richly deserved. Number 4. Foster dog lost 200 miles from home. While his foster family was out for a hike in the woods of Minnesota, the family's foster dog, Murphy, became startled and bolted away from them. The Richardsons were forced to return to Texas after a few days of hunting for Murphy, but a rescue group was able to assist them in finding him. The Richardsons came to the conclusion that they did not ever want to have to abandon him again, so they adopted him legally. Number 3. Cholia the Complete Makeover is presented to Charlie. During the summertime in Arizona, this Chihuahua was discovered with cactus needles embedded all over its body. However, the veterinarians were able to remove all of the spines, including the ones that were everywhere, including those that were all over his face. This healthy puppy was cared for in a foster home while he recovered, and then he was placed in his new, permanent home. Cheers, buddy! Number 2. A senior dog that was abandoned on the highway is adopted. On the side of a highway in Michigan, an aging dog named Belky, who was overweight and suffering from puncture wounds, had been left there by herself. She required substantial medical treatment after being rescued by the authorities, including the mending of her wounds and even a reduction in some of her weight. After that, she located a new owner who will adore her without condition during the last years of her life. Number 1. There is no bottomless pit in sight for Hawkeye. 2 weeks had passed since Hawkeye had disappeared from his home in Indiana, and no one had been able to find him until a party of covers searched a hole that was 30 feet deep and discovered the unexpected surprise. They pulled him up from the bottom of the pit, and he was soon reunited with his loved ones. So this completes our video. Do let us know if you have ever rescued an animal. Moreover, subscribe to our channel before you leave. Thanks for watching.